Kyle reviewed. Like and subscribe.
Hey guys, just finished watching Black Lightning, Season 3, Episode 2, The Book of Occupation, Chapter 2. This was an interesting episode. We have quite a few things. Still nothing to do with Crisis, and interesting the show is not technically going to be part of Crisis, but and so far set photos all we've seen, at least from the actors and stuff, is only Chris Williams' Black Lightning is going to be in the Crisis on Infinite Earth. But it would be interesting to just see some slight teases here and there of things going on. Maybe even just kind of things that Gambi's computers are picking up type thing, but he doesn't, he can't really, he can't really deal with that right now, right? Maybe we get a shot when we transition into his office, his tech room, which again, we still don't have any idea as to how he's able to afford all this tech. But we could have a shot, like a tracking shot, where we go from, we transition into him in his office and his layer with all this tech and all that stuff, and transition from one screen to the next and just see, on a random monitor, just saying, things going on, and just kind of a quick thing that he kind of dismissed, that he doesn't even notice because there's so much other stuff going on in this season, and other things he's more worried about, right? I think that would be something interesting just to see, or maybe ending the episodes with some sort of just teases as to something will happen. That way, if you're only watching this show, you're not completely out of the loop, and you're not kind of like, oh, what's going on? You know what I mean? You don't know, completely miss the show, especially if Crisis ends with Black Lightning ending up on the same Earth as Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, and everything all on one Earth, and Black Lightning able to join the next season's crossovers, or have characters in next season pop up, because it would be cool to see if after the Crisis Aftermath, maybe you see Cisco jump up and appear on Black Lightning, or Black Lightning, or Thunder goes over to Flash or to Arrow, or not Arrow, that would be over, but maybe the Birds of Prey that's rumored to be coming out. Or Thunder or Lightning go over to Flash, to Supergirl, to Legends. Things like that would be quite interesting, kind of playing with that throughout this crossovers and stuff. So we see this episode that the Markovians are planning an invasion. We never get the actual invasion in here. We see that Jefferson can use his powers to kind of block the kind of surveillance tech that's in at the ESA there. We get this guy called Wolfbane Mountain, which I looked it up. There's no character like that in the comics, or this team of people. There's nothing like that. The only thing I can think of, the only thing that came up was Wolfbane, the Marvel character from New Mutants. But the guy who was talking was leading the Russians and stuff. His name is Yuri Mozin. And in the comics, there's a character called Yuri Rozhnikov, who is a vampire. So that's quite interesting. It would be interesting to see if they end up going that route. Or slightly that route by turning him into a meta vampire type thing. Could be something interesting. Maybe he kind of, maybe he has some sort of powers. I don't think he'll be actually a vampire, but maybe some sort of slight vampire-like powers, maybe like copying other people's powers or something like that, draining people. Some sort of vampire-like power could be fun. We see that Gambi goes to Henderson to help bring Anissa back, since she got launched outside of the gate, which is kind of interesting. And now no one's kind of looking for her, but now she's trying to get it back in, and Gambi goes and helps her. But Gambi breaks in. He has Henderson, distract the ESA guy. The guy keeps coming over to him. I forget what his name is. I think Agent Williams and stuff. So that he distracts him and all that stuff. While Gambi uses his face mask thing and in disguise to break into their tech room. But he gets into their tech room and he takes off his mask, and it's just like, what the hell? Why the hell are you wearing that mask? You've already established a few scenes ago that he's wearing that mask, and this is what he looks like when he's wearing this mask, right? That makes total sense. So why in the hell, when he gets into this secret room, is he taking his mask off? That makes no goddamn sense. He didn't have to put anything over his head. There was nothing he had to do. Like, if it was a tech thing and he was trying to, I don't know, there was no reason for him to take off his mask. I understand that what they're trying to do is show the audience, oh, this is Gambi and not this random guy that he's swapping faces with. Just leave that random guy. We've already know that it's him. We're not dumb enough. We're not stupid that we need to be reminded a few scenes later that this guy is Gambi. We know. We saw it. We just saw Henderson leading him there. We saw the two. All they need to do is maybe a slight nod as if they know each other, or they're pretending and we see him sneak in. We don't need the face reveal because it just makes no sense in the scene as to why he's taken off his mask. So it's just kind of silly and it's kind of stupid. And if he was wearing like a balaclava or, he's covering his face in other scenes, you don't see him revealing their mask. We don't see Thunder going around taking off her mask to remind us that she's Thunder, or even though she has half her face off, like it doesn't make sense why he would take his mask off in that situation. It's just kind of complete stupidity and stuff. Now it doesn't nothing ends up happening, but it's just kind of retarded that he would, take his mask off like that. We see that, but we see that Lala kind of survives being shot in this episode, but I feel like I don't remember that happening last season, but it's been happening. It happened last season, I think. Then we see Khalil's alive, and he's a robot, and he kills his own mother, which is interesting, but it's kind of getting repetitive with this kind of Khalil storyline. Now he's a robot. Now, if he turns out to be fully like an actual robot type thing, a full-on like LMD like type style thing with completely his own memories, but this just seems like, oh yeah, it's Khalil, he's a robot, he's going to get into a fight with Black Lightning. We've already established that Black Lightning can control technology and stuff. He's probably going to be able to turn off that tech or mind wipe and then be able to kind of affect Khalil type thing and bring the regular Khalil back or wipe him and make him good and, bring a brand new Khalil. I mean, that could be slightly interesting as if he gets into a fight with Black Lightning and then, his whole memory is completely wiped and he starts from scratch. So he can become a good guy, and then maybe Jennifer has to spend her time building up a new person, turning him into a new person from scratch type thing, and he has like no more memories. That could be something interesting, but it's just having him again, and it takes away from that great. They killed him off, and it was such a great scene when they killed him off, memorable scene, and now it's back, and it's like it just took away the weight from that episode before and that his death. So. And then bringing the same character dying back, and all this stuff. Like, first he was shot and he was crippled, then he was there, and it's like, there's no more weight. Anything that happens to this character, or any characters now, you're taking away all the weight to this. So, we'll have to wait and see as to where things kind of go with this, but it's just, you're taking away into the weight of, anything could happen to these characters if you keep bringing a character back. So, it's just kind of, it kind of seems annoying the way they're doing this with this character. So, we'll have to wait and see as to where things go, but, let me know what you think, guys, in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Okay, Kyle has a YouTube channel called Kyle Reviewed. It's about Marvel and DC. I happen to know a little bit about DC since my initials are DC. All right, so if you like Kyle's interviews and videos and reviews and everything like that, then like and subscribe. If you don't like them, well, maybe you're just not a comic book fan.